Stand in the middle of a flooring store and start counting logos. Pergo, Daltile, Lifeproof, COREtec, Karastan, Bruce, Armstrong. 50 names, all supposedly fighting for your wallet. Now here is the number that breaks the whole aisle. Most of those logos cash out to just 2 companies sitting about 20 miles apart in the state of Georgia. This week I mapped the family tree. Who owns what they paid for it, and where the same parent sells you the same engineering twice at 2 different prices. So here are 5 brands you should never pay full price for, once you see who is behind them, plus 3 moves that beat the markup every time. And stay for number 1, because it is 3 brands you have been comparison shopping against each other, and they have been one company for over 20 years. First, 30 seconds on the 2 giants, because this is the map for everything else. Dalton, Georgia calls itself the carpet capital of the world. That is Shaw Industries, roughly $6 billion a year. And since January 2001, Shaw has belonged to Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company. Drive 20 minutes down the interstate and you hit Calhoun. That is Mohawk Industries, $10.8 billion last year, the biggest flooring company on the planet. Put the 2 towns together and you are looking at well over a third of all the flooring sold in America. By my math, it is closer to half. Almost every famous brand I'm about to show you answers to one of those 2 towns or to a third company most people have never even heard of. So keep one rule in your pocket for the next 10 minutes. The logo on the box is a price decision. The spec sheet on the back is the quality decision. They stopped being the same thing a long time ago. Number 5, Karastan, the luxury carpet name, the one your parents treated like the Cadillac of rugs. Karastan runs $3 to $11 per square foot, and plenty of showrooms will happily go higher. Here's the paperwork. Back in 1993, Mohawk bought the rug division of Fieldcrest Cannon for around $140 million, and Karastan came with it. Meanwhile, carpet with the plain Mohawk label on it mostly sells for $2 to $4 per square foot. Same parent company, 30 years and counting. Now the honest part, because every brand on this list gets one. Karastan lines do use higher grade fibers and denser builds, so you are not buying identical carpet, but that is exactly why the rule matters. Compare face weight, density, and fiber type, not logos. When a Mohawk label matches the Karastan spec underneath, and sometimes it nearly does, the difference you are paying for is the memory of a brand your parents trusted. Number 4, Pergo. This one hurts a little because Pergo is not just another label. A Swedish company called Perstorp invented laminate flooring in 1977, launched it as Pergo in Europe in 1984, and brought it to America in 1994. For a generation, Pergo was not a brand of laminate. Pergo meant laminate, the way Kleenex means tissue. So what is the most famous name in the category worth today? In January 2013, Mohawk bought Pergo for about $150 million. That is it. The inventor of the entire category sold for barely more than Mohawk paid for a carpet division 20 years earlier. And the shelf rival? Quickstep, the other big laminate name in the aisle? Mohawk bought Unilen, the company behind it, back in 2005 for $2.6 billion. So the 2 laminate brands you are choosing between have shared a parent for over a decade, and the parent paid 17 times more for one than the other. You are not settling a rivalry in that aisle. You are picking a shelf tier inside one company's catalog. Buy Pergo when its spec wins, never because the name feels like the original. Number 3, Armstrong and Bruce, and basically the entire heritage hardwood aisle. These are the names that sound like your grandfather's floor, and that trust is worth real money at the register. Here is what the trust is standing on. In May 2022, Armstrong Flooring went into bankruptcy. Chapter 11, a company called AHF Products stepped in and bought the North American business for about $107 million. Now look at what else AHF already owns. Bruce, Hartco, Robbins, Homerwood, LM Flooring, Raintree, and in 2023 they added Crossville Tile. So when you stand in the hardwood section weighing Armstrong against Bruce like it is Ford versus Chevy, you are comparing 2 folders on the same desk in Pennsylvania. Nobody is lying to you. It is all public record. It is just printed nowhere near the price tag. To be fair, new ownership does not make the boards bad. Some of these lines still run American mills, but a heritage premium is a tax on a name, and this particular name changed hands in a bankruptcy court 3 years ago. Pay for the wood, not the nostalgia. Number 2, COREtec, and the $6 secret printed right on the shelf. COREtec brought rigid core vinyl plank to market in 2012, and premium stores sell it at $5 to $8 a square foot. Honestly, it is a genuinely well-built floor. In December 2016, Shaw bought US Floors, the company behind COREtec. Remember that? Because now it gets fun. Walk into Lowe's and pull up their house brand, SmartCore Ultra, at roughly $3 a square foot. Read the full product name on the shelf tag. It says SmartCore Ultra by COREtec Floors. By COREtec Floors. The budget brand tells you in writing that the premium company makes it. Nobody reads product names, so nobody notices. This is the whole playbook in one aisle. Invent the technology under a premium label, let it trickle down to the house brand, and charge double wherever the famous name appears. The specs are not identical. The top COREtec lines carry beefier cork backing and thicker wear layers. But the engineering pedigree you think you are paying $8 for? It is standing 2 aisles over, wearing a $3 sticker that literally names its parent. Number 1. The Tile Aisle, Daltile, Marazzi, and American Olean. This is number 1 because it is not a premium versus budget trick. It is the illusion of choice itself. Picture the tile section, 3 big displays. Daltile, the American workhorse. Marazzi, the stylish Italian. American Olean, the contractor's old standby. 3 brands, 3 vibes, and you standing there comparing them like a careful shopper. Here is the family tree. Mohawk bought Daltile in March 2002 for about $1.8 billion. American Olean was already part of Daltile, so it came along in the same deal. And Mohawk bought Marazzi in April 2013 for about $1.5 billion. So all 3 of those displays build in Calhoun, Georgia, and they have for more than a decade. Your careful comparison shopping is happening entirely inside one company's portfolio. And the shopping spree never really stopped. Sheet vinyl giant IVC in 2015, $1.2 billion. Godfrey Hirst, the biggest carpet maker in Australia, in 2018. When one buyer spends a decade collecting the brands you compare, the comparison is theater. The only vote you actually get is the spec sheet, so how do you actually win against a rigged aisle? 3 moves. Move 1, buy the sibling. If a premium label and a house brand share a parent, check whether the cheaper one hits the spec you need. SmartCore Ultra instead of COREtec is the textbook case, and it is not the only one. Pull the warranty paperwork on Home Depot's Traffic Master and on their famous LifeProof line, and you will find the same supplier name sitting behind both, a company called Halstead out of Norwalk, Connecticut. We proved that one in our first video. Move 2. When you do want premium, look at who is still independent, because the money changes what gets built. Flooret, out of San Diego, sells direct since 2015 with no conglomerate behind it and puts a 40mm wear layer on a 450 plank, double the armor of floors costing more. And independence is getting rare fast. Even Cali, a brand we recommended last video and still like, has answered to a British group called Victoria PLC since June 2021. Mannington is one of the last big family-owned names, running since 1915. Their fine print got a spanking in our last video and it deserved it, but the company itself is one of the few not billing to Georgia. Move 3, you already know it. Flip the box. Wear layer, core density, fiber, and face weight. The front of the box is a marketing department. The back is an engineering department. Only one of them is negotiating with you honestly. The flooring aisle looks like 50 companies competing for your money, and it is mostly 2 towns in Georgia running 50 costumes. So do this right now. Drop the brand of the floor you are standing on into the comments, and I will reply and tell you who actually owns it. Some of you are about to be surprised. And subscribe before your next flooring trip, because next time we take one identical shopping list into Home Depot, Lowe's, and Floor & Decor, and find out which store actually wins on price, spec, and the fine print. The answers surprised me. See you there.